lovely to see you in person.
Yes, it's really nice. Thanks for coming.
That's okay.
You had the surgery with us and you are planning the second sessions now.
Yes, follow-up sessions, but not for the same, not because of the other surgery. When I say follow-up, I mean a different surgery,
Different surgeries.
arms and thigh lift and things, because I was so impressed by the first time round, especially for someone who has never even thought of anything like that before, or had thought of it but put it out the back of my mind because I was too scared. And leading up to it, I nearly talked myself out of it because I was so nervous, petrified. But because of all of the Zoom meetings and the consultation with Dr. Banu and all of her certificates and registrations, she's so qualified, and Turkey's got such a great reputation throughout the world for cosmetic surgery. Because I had a gastric surgery in 2017 where I lost quite a lot of weight, so lots of saggy skin, I've 2 babies, C-sections, and plus I was 56, so I was really worried, and I'm diabetic type 2, lots of complications with feet, amputations on my feet, ulcers on my feet, all this kind of thing. So really nervous about going to Turkey. You know, the language barrier, which I needn't have worried about at all whatsoever, because Anil, the translator, was there and held my hand every single step of the way, literally. He was so good. And all the people in the hotel who spoke English, all the medical people, but Anil was there to talk me through all of the paperwork and everything like that. So it was such a smooth process, and I felt so comfortable, so at ease, and all my fears were pushed aside, and I didn't even think about it. And in the end, I was actually looking forward and excited to having it done. Worried about the after effects and the recovery, as normal as anyone would be. But yeah, I mean, I needn't have worried about anything. It all went so superbly well. I couldn't have asked for better treatment. It was amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. It's really great to hear.
Yeah.
So you had a very big belly in the beginning.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I had my first son when I was 32, and he was £9.3. So he stretched me beyond belief, and I'm only 5'2". And then it took me a long time to get over his birth. So 5 years later, when I was 39, I had my second son, who's now 18. And again, another C-section. And when they were getting him out, it was difficult. So they pressed down really hard on my chest area.
Yes.
And it made the muscles misalign. So I looked like I was constantly pregnant, and I thought I had a hernia because I just had this egg shape. And it just wasn't going to go away by itself. And even in 2017, when I had the gastric surgery, I lost loads of weight off my legs and my arms and my boobs and everywhere, but the belly, it just showed up even more because everything else was losing, but the belly was just there. And there was nothing that I could do, no diet, no exercise, no nothing. It was going to put it right because it was all out of shape. And when I actually spoke to Dr. Banu after the surgery, and I said to her, was it a hernia? No hernia. I knew there wasn't, but I just wanted to
make sure.
Yeah, reassure me. And she said, but everything inside was loose. So that's from having the 2 babies via C-section being stretched. And she just tightened everything up. And now the egg shape is gone. Belly is flat, apart from obviously the swollen after surgery, but that will go down like you've advised after 6 months, 12 months, whatever, it will go down, and it is going down already. I mean, I can see a huge difference in the past 3 months. So it was just something that I could not fix by myself, and I needed surgical intervention, but it just took me a while to get my head around it. And once I'd booked and paid for it, I'd kind of committed. So even though I wanted to duck out, I kind of couldn't because the flights were booked, the deposit had been paid, the surgery had been booked, and you guys were so good and so on the ball, and everything was so super efficient that you kind of like was
going with the flow.
Going with the flow, yeah. Not like a runaway train or out of control, but it was just one step at a time. And I booked it, I think, around March time. and I had until December. And it was actually quite a nice time to go in December because everything was quite quiet. It wasn't too cold and it wasn't mad hot, so it was a nice time to recover and recuperate. Coming back to London, absolutely freezing cold, but I had the Christmas period off work, so nice time to recover. So I didn't have to say anything too much to work, so they don't really know, because I work from home. I will be going back into the office, but no one's going to recognise me. But all my friends and my family just cannot believe what I've done, and they cannot believe the results and how good I look. And the positive comments from everyone it's just been so brilliant for my self-esteem, my confidence, everything. And I've been able to walk into a clothes shop and been able to buy, cheap clothes from Primark. I've always wanted to go into Primark and buy off the shelves rather than having to go to a catalogue or Evans or largest chain stores. So it's just changed my life. And
it's amazing.
Health-wise as well. Health-wise, it's changed. Like my sugar levels was all out of control, hopefully under control for the surgery. But since having the surgery, they've been stable for the past 3 months, and I'm actually pre-diabetic now. So my sugar levels are 37, when before they were in the hundreds. I managed to get them down to they were in the hundreds before, and then I managed to get them down for the surgery to around, I think, 48. But since having the surgery, they've come down to like 36, 38. So it's all within normal person who is not diabetic range, and that's because all of the excess fat has gone.
Yes, definitely. Do you have any advice for people who are thinking about the surgery?
I would just say have faith and trust in the doctors, because they really do know what they're talking about. The service from start to finish. There is lots of nice things like a trip to the marina, nice cars to pick you up from the airport and drop you off, and at the hotel, lovely hotel to stay in. All of those extra benefits are wonderful, but to me the most important thing was making sure that I was safe, that I was going to be treated okay after recovery, and the follow-up. You don't just have the surgery and then come home to London. You are really so well looked after. If you've got any questions or any kind of follow-up needs, you just send a WhatsApp message to Anil, the interpreter, to Ozge or Firuza, and they get back to you so quickly, and they're full of reassurance and kind words, and just helping you to help yourself, and full of advice and tips, and nothing's too much of a problem or an issue. Not that there was any, but just a little bit of reassurance, because you do have to look after yourself when you come back. So it's just been amazing from start to finish. So any help or advice, go for it. Don't hesitate, don't give it a second thought, just do it. And don't listen to that negative voice in your head. Think positive thoughts, think about how you're going to feel when you come out of the surgery, and how you're going to look, and all the positive comments, being able to wear decent clothes. Yes, the recovery is not easy, I'd be lying if I said it was, but it's made easier with all of the help and the support and the kindness that's shown by the Flyhealth team and their medical experts and stuff. So I wouldn't go anywhere else. And like I say, once I'm only 3 months post surgery, so obviously you need time to get fully recovered. And once I'm doing that, I would not hesitate going back. I'm going to book an arm lift, a boob lift, a thigh lift,
Yes.
And you've already taken pictures, Oscar, haven't you? So, and as well as that, what I will say is I'm quite a private person, and having pictures taken of me, like fully naked or quite personal pictures, it is something that you have to get your head around and you have to get over. But actually, you've made me feel so comfortable. It really wasn't a problem, and I felt so at ease and so comfortable in your presence. I mean, I'm the sort of person, I'm very, very
Oh,
private,
thank
very
you.
private, but you guys have been really, really good because it's what you do and you deal with it every day and you're used to seeing it, you're used to people coming to you with these problems, it's your business, it's what you're in it for, so you make us all feel really, really comfortable and well looked after, you know, so it's amazing.